Hi, welcome back to This African Perspective. Thank you all for stopping by once again. All right, if you're new here, make sure you please click the like button. Okay, subscribe to the channel. All of you should click the like button. Yeah, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you confirm that you're subscribed to the channel. Like I said, subscription is free. I've said that in my previous videos. All right, so today we're gonna be talking about the rent prices and how high it is. As we all know, it's not a new thing. The rent has become like extremely high, and there are a lot of people who have lived in, like, you've been living in a certain place for long, and they just racked up the price and made it extremely high. Or even some people cannot even afford to buy a house even if they wanted to, because the mortgages are just it's just something that you cannot afford. Even when you try your best, you work hard, but it is just not favorable right now to do such a thing. And yeah, so with that, many people actually feeling some type of way about it, and they have so much to say about it. And this is a TikTok compilation of people ranting about it. And if you see that people are ranting about it, maybe something you're going through, maybe you feel like you're not the only one who is sad, and it will help, cheer you up that you are not the only one, and there are other people in the same shoe as you. And well, for those who actually have like a better life and they are kind of like rich and they don't have to worry about such things, maybe they might not understand or relate. But either way, for those who are broke and understand that they're suffering and struggling and the fee is really high, and even if you can pay it, you can afford to pay it. Of course, there are many people who can't afford to pay it, but still it shouldn't be that high. You understand what I mean? It shouldn't be that high. There's a difference between, some people might be like, oh, just pay it, blah blah blah, all this type of thing. But let's be real, those things should not be like, there are some normal things in life that we shouldn't just make it ridiculously high.
Y'all, I am sick of these apartments, private owners, everybody, because why in the hell are you charging more than $2,000? And first of all, there's carpet freaking everywhere. You have like the 1955 stove. Like, nothing in your home has been updated. And then you have the audacity to say you don't want no pets. You have to have an 800 credit score. Like, I know y'all gotta make money, but I feel as though, like, I should feel like what I'm paying is worth what I'm getting, or I'm getting, you know what I mean? Like, it's just getting ghetto out here, and I'm just over it.
You guys, we need to talk about rent prices for a minute, because what the fuck is this? 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, 550 square feet, starting at $2,230 for this. No washer and dryer in unit, and I'm pretty sure no AC. So this morning I wake up, I look across the street, and I see that the apartment across has put up some balloons, and I think, oh, they must be trying to rent the space out. Let me see what their apartments go for. Well, I can see why you need to put, you think the balloons are going to attract the people in? Do you understand that you want people to make 3 times the rent? Who the fuck is making 10 grand? 10 grand a month just for rent. When I lived in a 1 bedroom in Florida, it was 750 square feet for $650. This is back in, 2014? Y'all, we can't blame this shit on inflation. Let's be fucking for real. Now, apparently, San Diego is the most expensive place to live at right now in the country. San Diego comes in first, with Los Angeles coming in second, and then Honolulu, Hawaii. How the fuck is San Diego the most expensive place to live right now over San Francisco? You guys, I don't know what the hell is going on. We are long overdue for a global crash. So I don't know if they're just milking it for all it's worth, which is why inflation is through the roof. 7 to 9%, try like 75% inflation rate right now. On top of that, most jobs are offering only 60 to 70K salary, yearly salary, while expecting rent to be 3 grand a month. The math ain't mathin', San Diego. Now, I know this is not only a San Diego problem. I know this is happening all over the country, because I've also looked at places in Florida. Oh, let me see if I want to move back to Florida. Nope. Also ridiculous. For like Orlando, get the fuck out of here. Millennials really out here just trying to survive. I'm tired, y'all. Like, I'm physically exhausted from trying to survive in the world that we're living in right now. I have no energy. I have no will left inside of me. unless some shit happens. Something has got to give, because there's got to be a cap. This should be illegal. It's just pure greed.
Did y'all see the news? Renting now costs $1,000 less than owning a home. The median mortgage payment right now is $2,900 a month. The median rent in the US is $1,900 a month. Rarely in history has renting ever been this much cheaper than owning a home. And overall home affordability is the lowest it's ever been in history if you compare wages to mortgage payments. So why is this happening? What's going on? And what does this mean for me? It means on average, purchasing a property, if you're not also selling, is going to be very difficult. But let's zoom out, right? Credit card debt is at an all-time high right now. The median new car payment right now is $760 per month. Does this mean there'll be a huge market crash like in 2008 or bigger? I kind of doubt it, but really the jury's out. But we can say for sure that it's a very challenging economic time for most people that live in the United States. When is this going to change? But currently our best guess is going to be summer, maybe of next year, as the Fed starts reducing the base rate, which should alleviate these high mortgage rates. So I don't give blanket advice. I'm not here to tell 300 million US citizens whether it's a good time or a bad time to buy, because I think that's just irresponsible. My goal with these is really just provide good data for you guys to be able to figure out what's going to make sense for you and be able to leverage that to have a conversation with somebody in your market. If you have a high-level real estate question, I'd love to navigate that in my DMs. Feel free to shoot me a message.
Because this stuff out here is really freaking ridiculous. Why is it so hard to live nowadays? I know why. Because of freaking greed. It's so much greed up in this world, it makes no damn sense. Like, why in the hell do I have to pay $350 some or even close to that for fucking groceries? Are you freaking kidding me? You know how ridiculous that is? It is so hard to live out here that so many young adults can't even move out because rent costs $1,000 some for one doggone bedroom, $2,000 for a 2-bedroom, $4,000 for a 3 or 4 some bedroom. Are you freaking ridiculous? You're only an apartment. B, you are not a full ass house. You are only one level of a doggone, like, them little apartment buildings. You are only one of 600 or 1,200 square feet. You are not a damn house. That is house rent. That is not apartment rent. Why are you doing that? Please explain. And I swear, if these doggone landlords out here talking about something, well, we have to jack up the price. No, the fuck you don't. No, you don't. You're being fucking greedy, especially during the summertime. Especially during the summertime. I don't know why y'all want to jack up prices. Oh, because, you know, that's the peak time when everybody wants to move. Then let everybody move during that time, but that don't mean you got to jack up prices. That does not mean you have to jack up prices. We are living in a time of greed, and it's so ridiculous, especially with people that have families. And do not get me started on these jobs out here. Yes, it's a whole bunch of people hiring, but they're not really hiring. And there's so many people out here with wasted degrees, and yet they are still not guaranteed a job. How the saying goes is, it's not what you know, it's not what you're learning, it's basically who you know. It's who you know. But even during these times, even if it is who you know and they get you a job,
8.5%? That's the average interest rate on a 30-year mortgage these days?
Yeah, Dad, that's why I don't think I'm going to be able to buy a house anytime soon.
No, kiddo, that's low. That's extremely low. Historically speaking, it's very low.
Dad, it doesn't even matter if you think that that's low. I mean, it makes any house completely out of my reach.
No, kiddo, back in 1980 when I bought my first house, my mortgage rate was 13.74%. And I was the only one working. Your mother stayed at home. I think you're just making a bunch of excuses. You kids have just never seen a high interest rate. So you're just go getting all crazy about 8.5%.
That is not the fact that the interest rates are that high. It's the fact that wages haven't kept up, housing prices have skyrocketed, and it's just completely out of reach. I mean, it's ridiculous. Have you even heard of the inflation that we're going through?
Of course, kiddo. What do you think? I'm some dummy? Of course I've heard of inflation. But I don't understand what that's got to do with you buying a house when 8.5% is almost half what I paid on my mortgage when I bought my first house.
Dad, what you're not understanding is you were spending a significantly less percentage of your income on housing compared to what we pay these days. It's not even comparable.
No, kiddo, back in 1980, I was making $30,000 per year. You just had told me the other day you're making $60,000 per year, kiddo. That's twice as much money as I was making back then when I bought my first house.
Dad, you're not getting it. Here's the inflation calculator.
What is there to get,
Just
kiddo?
look at
I
this.
mean,
Just
numbers
look
are
at the
numbers.
inflation calculator. What?
Kiddo, you're trying to tell me I was making equivalent to $118,000 per year back? No, kiddo.
Exactly.
I was struggling on one single income, feeding all my kids, taking care of my wife. I wasn't making $120,000 per year.
No, but you were living like you were making $120,000.
I don't think you just believe everything you see on the internet, and you don't want to admit that I worked hard, and you just don't want to work as hard as we do. You kids just want to complain and whine about everything, and you just, just put down the avocado toast and stop going to Starbucks and quit your complaining.
I don't even like avocados.
So this is exactly what I'm talking about. Like, this is exactly why I had to do what I had to do. So literally in 3 days, I move out. I already put in my notice. I already paid my October rent. I have not planned on paying November's rent yet, because the way that they broke it down, again, it's paying $1,500 and then an additional $600. And that additional $600, which is a prorated rent, I'm gonna just let them take that out of my security deposit, because at this point it's just pointless. There's no point. Long as they don't give me a bad record and a bad name, I can get another apartment. Once I get back this weekend, I'm gonna go ahead and start apartment hunting and then show y'all which apartment I picked. I already have 2 picked out, so we're gonna see how it go. But I'm out of there. I'm gone. So
guys, that's it for this video. Make sure you please click the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new here. Subscription is free. Okay, I'm telling you, it's free. So hit that subscribe button, and also make sure you hit the notification bell to get notified every time I post a new video, and leave your thoughts in the comment section. I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye.